Okay, now what you're going to want to do is to go and get your autoresponder account set up, and you can get one at GetResponse, and you have a link conveniently down there in both your PDF as well as close to the video. All you got to do is click that link and it will take you to this page in order to get started. Now what you'll want to do is you'll want to try, you can go ahead and do a 30-day trial, and that'll help you to get started making a little money, and then you'll be able to start paying your GetResponse bill pretty much on a regular basis. You definitely do want to have an autoresponder. You'll need that in order to build a list, and this is the very best place in order to do that. So once you have started your free trial, then you'll be ready to go to the inside of GetResponse. So I'm going to assume that you're going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'm going to pick it up now that we are going to do some things with the autoresponder code and get it into our web page. Okay, so now we're inside of GetResponse, and so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new campaign. We're going to call this Dating for Dudes. I think I've got to make this all one word. Okay, so now our campaign was successfully created. Now what we're going to need to do is, now that we are inside of GetResponse, we're going to want to create a form, right? So what we're going to need to do is we're going to use that form, obviously, to take the code and put it inside of our autorespond, or inside of our squeeze page. So let's go ahead and create a new form here. Now, in general, you're going to want to keep the plainest form that you can. Now, the thing about this, you'll notice it's got this little checkered background here. That means that the background is transparent. And since we're going to be putting this inside of our squeeze page, it's really ideal. So let's click Apply here. And then you've got a transparent background, and you've got the name and email address and sign up. If you want to take some of this out, you can. Whatever you want to do with this form, you can do that. Typically, when you're going to add it inside of something like that there, you can go ahead and just kind of delete some of this stuff. So I'm going to take some of this stuff out of here. And I can do that by just taking this button. I can take the header out, so we don't have that. I can take the footer out, so we don't have that. I can take the powered by, so we don't have that. And so what we have now pretty much is we have a basic form. And you don't really have to put in there that we respect your privacy. I leave that out. You know, again, I like this to be as plain as possible. So now, that being said, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go to the next step here. And now we want to give our web form a name. And we're going to call this, that's going to try to give it one. We're just going to call this Dating for Dudes 1, our first form. Now, confirmed opt-in means that you're going to do double opt-in, so they've got to confirm in order to get onto your list. You generally want to do that. Subscription by Facebook, we're going to leave that off, and we're going to keep this simple. The default thank you page, that's if you want them to go to GetResponse once they've actually confirmed. And for the most part, again, this is going to be easy. If you want to add a face and voice and all the other things, but for the most part, these things are a little more advanced. If you want to do that, if you know how to do that, you can. We're just going to keep this, again, very simple, and we're going to go to the next step. Okay, so now we've got our form basically now, right? And we can either use the HTML or we can use a JavaScript, either one. Now, if you use a JavaScript, obviously, you make changes to the form and get response. Those same changes will be reflected then in your on your web page. So for now, we're just going to take this code and we're going to go to the squeeze page now. And with that, we're going to stop this video here. And now that we have our code and our JavaScript and our HTML here, we're going to now add this to our squeeze page, and then we're actually going to do the video also there too. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.